The SiGMA pitch is back, and so is the stellar cast of judges that will choose this year's winner. Max Emini, CTO, SiGMA Group. Oliver De Bono, CEO, Quantum Gaming. Vinícius Moraes de Carvalho, investment partner, Ikigai Ventures. Dr. Andreas Mathikolonis, senior investment analyst, Quonota Investments Limited. Alexis Lontos Leonidou, founder and CEO, Webedem Web and Media Services Limited. Jakub Podolski, senior marketing specialist, Revenue Capital. Good luck to all participants and let the pitches begin.
So judges, are you ready for some startup pitches? Amazing. So I will not waste more time for anyone. I will just go on and call out the very first startup, Curra. Welcome on stage. Hello.
Well, thank you.
So what's your name, sir?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Or we need to do this way. Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
So, my name is Pablo, and I'm in crypto space for more than 5 years. And we can start. Yeah.
I was going to let you introduce yourself first.
Yes. So, we are building the crypto processing, but unlike all the competitors we see here, we build this as an infrastructure layer, and it's non-custodial. So, let's see what's under the hood. Yes, due to the soft research, 24% of all bets made with crypto during the last year. I don't know, maybe it's from the Tier 1 countries or because the CRE country is not that concentrated on crypto. And we see that 420 million users worldwide in crypto, and the interest in the e-commerce space is growing in crypto payments. But the main problem and adoption barrier is that crypto is not about the intermediaries. So all the payment solutions on the market are custodial, and they charge extremely high processing fees, charging %, and it's a lack of solutions to build on the top. And we've seen just on the July that 90 millions have been stolen solely during the July from the popular crypto processing companies. And yes, so it's the way how the crypto processing works. So you see the screenshot from the stake or the Binance, they allocate you the unique wallet, and then they need to collect the assets from this wallet to your custodian or Omnibus account. But I don't know, maybe you've seen that stake have been hacked yesterday for 41 million in crypto. And what we provide, the wallet infrastructure and the processing block. So we build this as a building blocks to build on the top. So wallet infrastructure, it's to avoid the problems that stake encountered yesterday. So that somebody stolen these assets. Yes, it's a more complex infrastructure, not just a private key on your backend. It's a complex thing with a lot of policy engines and so. And we build the Vortex protocol, which is, I can say, the most optimized on the market. Talking about the gas fees, because you can see that the Fireblocks with the Crypto.com, with Binance, it's a company that invests a lot of money in their processing. But we built because of judges, you can see the dollar equivalent of how many it costs. But for the Crypto.com, one incoming deposit, it costs for $4 an equivalent of Ethereum to accept one payment. With us, it's less than $1. And yes, each company, a custodial company, pays the fees to accept crypto payments. And we made this significantly cheaper. So what differs us with our competitors, that we are non-custodial, and we do not charge any volume fees. We provide it as a software as a service. And even comparing with the enterprise leaders that work with the neobanks, with the Israeli government, where they charge a lot of, they charge yearly subscription, and it can be integrated even with us, so we can reduce the gas fees for enterprises. Yes, so we work iGaming, small, medium-sized crypto businesses, and large-scale crypto companies.
Thumbs up.
3 minutes, sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very well elaborated. Judges, you got 5 minutes to ask your questions, and the timer starts now.
If you don't mind, I want to jump in on this one because it's quite interesting and it's very much where we are as a platform provider. You're non-custodial. Have you actually spoken to the regulators about whether you can actually permit the transaction for a licensed operator?
It's not about talking with the regulators. We see how the Fireblocks operate. They are fully non-custodial too, and they completely rely all these legal things to the counterparties. And we can work with the operators, with the platform providers, and also we can help them with the legal. But the main thing is that we do not touch the assets. And there are best practices on the market on how companies like we work, but they are concentrated on large-scale enterprises, and we operate with the small, medium-sized businesses. Like I'm talking about comparing to Revolut and Stake. It's like Stake is a medium size.
I understand the logic and I understand the benefits of it. The issue is, as a licensed entity, if I'm working with a non-custodian, someone still has to be responsible for managing and settling those assets. I can't touch that product if I have, for example, a Curaçao or an MGA license. So I get the logic of it, but I'm trying to understand how a licensed entity would be able to benefit, because we still need a custodial service provider to then settle the funds into our player account wallets.
Look, if you are providing the software for the operators, they can store all the assets on their side, and they don't need to be licensed. It's their assets the same way as they store the fiat on their, for example, Euro account. And if you operate as a third party, as a custodial intermediary, as, for example, CoinSpace that is here, they need to be licensed somehow to provide you the custodian service. But as far as we do not provide the custodian services, we cannot touch the funds. Like, we don't need the license, and the operator don't need to be licensed. If you want to be intermediary in build on the top of us, you need to be licensed as a white label provider, because you store the assets of the entities. But we are flexible in this integration, and you can build on the top of us and provide the custody on the side of the operators, and not to be as a third party like entity. So.
Thank you very much. Very extensive answer. I totally understand what you are talking about, especially with Fireblocks. They operate in a similar way. So you didn't manage to talk about the last slide. So can you tell us a bit about your future plans? And marketing, maybe clients? Thank you.
We tested for 2 years. We've been working with the iGaming market with just custodial crypto processing. And it's so hard to work on this market just because of everybody is dumping the prices of the fees. And then we decided why not to charge 0 fees and provide this as an infrastructure. And our architecture allows us to do so because we build the low layer solutions that can be used also by the crypto processing companies, because we reduce them the costs of the processing. And so our go-to-market plan is we are to start with the iGaming market because it's the easiest market to enter because of the fees. We charge just the fixed subscription. We are to gain the traction. Then with this traction, we are to gain the VC backers, so from the crypto space, to start working with the crypto companies. Because crypto companies more like they are looking at the audits on the architecture, but iGaming doesn't look at it really. So then the small, medium-sized crypto companies like small exchanges, Telegram wallets, all the custodial companies, they can delegate all their processing infrastructure to us and still be in non-custodial. Then it's the large-scale enterprises market, because we are to implement a lot of features, like to avoid things that happened with the Stake yesterday, to provide them a wallet infrastructure service, because we have the processing side, it's the thing we already done, and the wallet side, like where you can host your own MPC custodian, where you can manage all the wallets. I assume you know if you work with the Fireblocks, but Fireblocks more like concentrated on large-scale enterprises, and even like they recently announced work with the Israeli government. But we are to get the niche of the small, medium-sized businesses and large-scale enterprises that don't need all the features of the Fireblocks with the different fee model, not the, like, for example, 60K per year, but pay-as-go model. If you have 2 accountants, for example, you need to create for them just 2 omnibus wallets to operate, to make the policies, and so. More like affordable and more concentrated on the business side. Fireblocks can, like, you can have 100 accountants, like traders inside. It's not relevant for the these companies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judges, very well timed. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. That's quite okay. Thank you very much. All right, so next on stage we have Aivotar. Welcome on stage. Your name, sir?
Welcome, judges. Nice to meet you all again. Thank you. Thank you.
So who do we have the pleasure to have on stage?
Thank you very much. My name is Dennis.
Dennis,
Okay.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your 3 minutes starts
Yes.
now.
Okay. So, Hi Aivotar is a self-service platform and a marketplace of fully autonomous conversational virtual agents with omni-channel capability, including voice, text, email, and ability to which support human-like complex conversations and support mimic emotions. Any business that is dealing today with the clients, including voice channel, has a common problem: scale up or down with human resources, agent training and their professional skills, costs, and emotional burnout, probably the major problem for any telesales agent, contact center operator, or tech support agent. Aivotar allows to allocate and activate those resources that are required right now and make it instantly. It allows to create a script for virtual agent, or if you have a script already, make a fast start. All conversations will be professional and accurate, strictly in accordance with the script. And the virtual agent doesn't sleep or eat. It's just working 24/7, but never getting sad or upset. And the average cost savings start from 35%, for example, for Cyprus market. For iGaming industry, it perfectly fits for retention and support customer services, or for programs that are focused on increasing the number of integrations. Our solutions has a base framework, self-service portal, AI import module, and a marketplace. Aivotar significantly decreases VA time creation by using SSP portal and the import module. Clients just need to upload their call records to import module, and the rest will be done by Aivotar. It will analyze records and create script automatically. Marketplace is extending the platform capabilities by engaging with independent professionals for script creation and further engagement on the Aivotar platform. So, and this creates a unique market proposition, and the market is huge. For example, the Insight partners estimate this market of $47 billion by 2028, and Research Dive estimates its annual growth more than 20%. Our estimation of service addressable market is more than $2 billion, and the service obtainable market of 900 million. So today, tech giants like Google, IBM, Microsoft, and others are still focused on their proprietary technologies, very expensive and long-term projects with a deep customization. And Aivotar has another approach. It's different. We are focusing on small and medium enterprise and looking to gain a market share. Our business model has 3 components: VA creation, revenue from calls made by VA, and revenue from reselling VoIP services. So our plan is to have a revenue of $5 million by the 3rd year, with a total number of VAs of more than 200, and a break-even point by 7 months. So now we are looking for further investments and open a legal entity in Cyprus.
Thank you very, very much, Dennis. A round of applause for Aivotar. So, judges, your 5 minutes start now.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you tell me what do you think is the differentiation between these two that you're building and the others that are in the market besides the target market? Because there are several startups also building for small and medium enterprise similar product.
Yeah, sure. So what we see today that the market is divided on several parts. Giants that I have already mentioned, and they are focused on their platform solution available for other players. And many, many other players that are trying to compete with them by developing AI engines by themselves. So it looks like they are trying to do the same job, but doing it their way. So they are spending a lot of time and investments and resources for developing, let's say, a bicycle which is already in place. So our approach is to be very different on market approach and the clients that we are looking for. We see that not only big enterprises need in that technology. There are plenty of use cases for very, very small companies that we are trying to attract with very simple, attractive way on creating those virtual scripts by using the self-service platform. And what we see today, that there is no any such solution already existing on the market. So some players are trying to go that way, trying to simplify the way on how they create scripts, and they're adopting NLU agents for their virtual agents, but it's still, there are a lot of manual work to be done in that way. And this is why when they're doing that, they're spending weeks before they will start with the virtual agent ready to accept or making calls. So our goal is really to differentiate in terms of how we are doing that, how we are creating scripts, and letting customers to adopt their scripts on our platform, and to let them start really fast. And the other differentiator is the marketplace. So there is no any company on the market today providing virtual agents with that functionality. So the overall idea is to let independent professionals who think they are really professional on doing scripts, sales scripts, services scripts, and many others. We want to let them go to our platform, create scripts there, and sell them as a templates for any business that is willing to use them. It will be like a real marketplace when they can compete each other by using the scores, different ones that we can create on the platform, and let our customers to choose between those templates.
I just want to jump in on this one. In regards to the AI, are there particular AI that you're using?
Yes, because there is a text-to-speech engine. It's one of those. We're trying to use different ones, and also trying to give an option to end customers to try different agents to see which one fits best their needs and their language. There is an NLU engine inside, which belongs to analytics of the voice incoming and for inbound calls and inbound calls. And also, the import module will be also based, it needs to be developed, but it will be based on AI, when the AI will work on analyzing call records.
Can you explain what you mean letting the customer find their own solution? Or
So the platform itself, the base framework that already existing today, allows any customer to choose different agents and voice over IP channels. I mean channel agents from
the
Google.
customer, you mean your final customer, the one that is going to be using this tool to their enterprises, yeah? For their enterprises, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, don't you think that's kind of risky and kind of uncertain for the customer, for him to actually, he's the one has to pick up the tool, instead of you just give him, hey, I offer this kind of package?
Okay, so for the business itself, we see two risks. Actually, regulation, because the technology itself with AI and conversational agents is very trending, and there are some regulations, for example, in Italy, they're trying to block these activities. So this is one of the risks, and the other risk is another bigger player that has much more enough resources to develop.
I'm going more into a line of it's a small, medium customer that is not very well versed or very well experienced in AI or pretty much a lot of things in digital, and he is the one that has to choose exactly what he wants.
I think what Vinny's trying to say is very complicated for someone without experience or a business to go and then set up their own script. Is there like an FAQ guidance management services?
I'll let you answer that one last question.
Yes, so at the first stage, the initial process will be managed by us, by our team. And once the overall marketplace and the import module is ready, then it will be fully self-service. So at the very beginning, we will do our job.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
Aivotar, ladies and gentlemen. So I decided to take a stand down here instead of going up. I'll save myself the stairs. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you all to give a round of applause to these 5 startups. They came all the way here. They've, of course, been working relentlessly. They've memorized the script. They know what they're doing very, very well. They're here. They have one chance, one opportunity to actually win the startup pitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, a very big round of applause for our startups. May I please invite on stage then FairPay. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Ray.
Greg. Greg, I'll let you set up. When you give me the go, I will start the timer.
Perfect, thank you. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story first, okay? I was born in El Salvador, moved to Canada, grew up in Canada, and then moved to Japan about 7 years ago, okay? When I moved into Japan, I had a situation, and my situation was that Bitcoin was adopted in El Salvador September 7th, 2021. It was the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as an actual currency. So I wanted to invest in crypto. While in Japan, I had an issue and I had a problem. And what was the problem? Funding an account to buy crypto, okay? So the odyssey began. I tried many exchanges. I finally found a Japanese exchange that I was able to buy crypto using a bank account, okay? But it was an odyssey. It took me over a year for me to actually be able to fund my account. So once I bought crypto, I wanted to go to El Salvador. And in my way to El Salvador, I traveled through Spain. And in Spain, I met Team FairPay, okay? So I became involved in the FairPay project. What is FairPay? Well, we're a PSP, a payment service provider. And we serve high-risk industry like Forex, crypto exchanges, and especially you, gaming, gambling, casinos, betting, and lottery. So how do we do it? So we use develop API technology in-house, which with the back office is actually lets you process the payments as a payment gateway. Where do we do it? Well, we serve Latin America, all the way from Mexico to Brazil. Specialize in payment providers for all the high-risk industries in the LATAM region. So what do? We provide solutions to people like me that at one point wanted to fund my account and we couldn't do it. It's very, very difficult. So for who do we provide the services? Your clients. So what can we do for you? Well, we integrate our API as a payment processing technology with direct cashiers or integrations. So what does FairPay give you? FairPay gives you security. It gives you fast and reliable solutions and a huge payment network all over Latin America. So how do your clients use FairPay? Well, as an APM, alternative payments provider, your clients actually can pay for or fund their accounts using cash or online banking and also crypto worldwide. We provide pay-ins and payouts, and we have over 500,000 location points all over the web of financial institutions, all over Latin America. So what do you get from FairPay? We get low competitive rates, communication, an excellent team from compliance to our support team, which is actually very, very necessary for you, your merchant, to be able to communicate with us and be able to provide the solutions for you.
Thank you very, very much. Judges, your 5 minutes start now.
Guys, I'll jump in on this one because we do a lot with payment providers and PSPs. I'm just trying to really differentiate what you guys are offering that separates you from the market. I mean, there's a lot of PSPs out there that do offer a similar service.
Right.
We do a lot in Latin America as well. So what separates you? I mean, I assume you own your own gateway or you can operate as a gateway. Mm-hmm. So is it the number of PSP partners that you work with? Is it purely based on the rates? At what stage would you say, okay, this is our USP that separates us from competitors?
Well, I would say one of the things that I hear from our merchants is actually support, okay? Communicating with us to be able to provide the solutions that you need for those payments, okay? Other PSPs, of course, in Latin America, they're huge. We're a young, upcoming company. But I would say that customer service in terms of providing you the answers that you need to be able to solve those issues when it comes to the payment problems.
Okay, so one question from me.
Yes.
You say that you have top-notch technology. How do you measure that? What are your metrics of success?
100%. Because as long as the customer, the end user, actually, brings the voucher to actually make that payment is 100% successful. We don't have what do you call it, void payments, basically, because we only process payments with cash and online banking. So it's 100% success as long as the end user makes the payment.
Just to jump in on that, how many operators, or you would call merchants, are you currently operating with in Latin America?
About 100.
And what's the volume in the transaction?
Right now, it's about $3.2 to $3.5 million monthly.
In terms of number of transactions?
Well, casinos, of course, have higher numbers of transactions because the amounts are smaller, right? So from a casino, we would see, for example, in a day, 1,000 transactions for a casino. Forex brokers is a little bit less. You know, one Forex broker, for example, is doing about 50 to 60 transactions per day.
Are you working mainly on national license or are you using .coms as well? So for example, are you working with brands from Curacao, MGA, or are you only focused on national license? Because it's quite tough to do bank payments and in-cash payments without local licenses today.
Yeah, well, we actually work with brokers and casinos and exchanges from all over the world. Some of them are regulated, for example, in Curacao, like some of the casinos. So as long as, I mean, it's their licenses and their regulations that let them operate in the market, and we only provide the solutions for them to be able to receive the payment from the end users.
And which countries mainly in Latin America are you providing the services to?
14 countries. Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Bolivia. And for the rest of the world, we provide services through crypto payments. But those countries that I just mentioned is payments cash or online banking.
So it's kind of like a replacement of Boleto or Pix. Which is
Actually, those are some of our solutions that we use, of course.
You have them integrated into your gateway?
Yes, we do.
And would you be able to operate through other gateways, or do you actually, because obviously one of the issues as a new business you're going to see is getting your market share out there. So if you only operate your own gateway, then it's quite difficult for an operator to say, okay, I'm going to integrate that gateway and then make my old ones obsolete. Are you working through the big brands like Praxis and PIQ?
Yeah, of course. We're integrated through all those, Bridgepay, Praxis. So we integrate either through a cashier or direct integration. So our API actually lets you integrate directly into your website to process the payments through a cashier or directly through your network.
Can you tell us how much you're making in revenue, your burn rate, all those standard stats? How much you're making in revenue, your current burn rate, how much you're raising, the regular stats, let's say?
Well, it all depends because we actually work depending on our rates, right? Obviously, like I said, we wanted to remain competitive. You know, there's other big PSPs in Latin America. So I would say that, you know, to be humble, about 30 to 40%. But then also, obviously, that has to be paid for, you know, our infrastructure, our technology, and the people that work with our company as well.
Thank you very much. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So next on stage, we have Pokerload. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome. So may I have your name, sir?
Hello, everyone. This is Andreas Constantinou, the CEO of Pokerload. And this is my team, my partner and co-founder, Nicolas Poyagis, the CTO of Pokerload.
Andreas.
So, yeah.
So, are we ready?
Yes,
Can I start the counter?
Of course.
Amazing. Let's go.
Thank you. So, can any one of you recall the last time you have been to a LAN-based poker room? Well, for me, every time I enter a poker room, I feel that urge to sit down and play right away. So, but then again, I find myself most of the times either queuing on a long waiting list, or find no game of my preferences, or stakes, or even sometimes find chaos when there is an event ongoing or a tournament, and find nobody on the service desk. So this was the first time that I conceptualized Pokerload. Our mission is to improve the offline poker experience and journey for the poker players. Our vision is to create a digital channel and community for the offline world of poker. So we created poker management platform for the land-based operators and a mobile app for the players. We provide a new customer experience for the players and a new management services for the casinos. So casinos, through our website and mobile app, they can organize their daily poker games, they can digitalize their service desk, announce to players any upcoming poker games and news, get customer feedback, automate the customer registration, and send personalized push notifications. So as you can see, casinos can publish their games to players. They can have a table overview any time of the day. And they automate the customer registration on their poker tables. So for the players, we have a 3-step process where they can find all games in an area. They can check their game details, claim a priority seat, and they're good to go. We propose an increase of 30% in sales for the land-based casinos, up to 25% decrease in operational costs, and up to 40% customer retention rate. Today, we are launching our product in Ohio, in US, for the first time, and we're having our pilot testing. Many thanks for hearing me. Any questions?
In this case, seeing as there was 30 seconds left on the clock, I'd like to start the questions from the crowd. Is there any questions from the crowd so far? All right, there aren't any. Judges, take it away.
Right, I can jump in on this one because it's quite interesting. Obviously, you're creating a poker social network of sorts, yeah, which is great, and I appreciate how it applies to the land-based operators. Would you use the product to become an affiliate for the online operators? Because that's just as interesting.
That's a great question. Thank you, Oliver. Actually, that is our end goal, to become an affiliate company, and we will also diverse our services in other kinds of horizontally and vertically. So at some point, we will become a payment service provider as well, and provide the players the gateway to pay to the land-based casinos. We would have also our online poker platform, ticket crowdfunding where players can invest like trading and for the big tournament events. So let's say you are a poker fan of Daniel Negreanu and you can buy a share of his ticket and with using a crypto technology. We're going to have obviously the marketing aspect in the social media of Pokerload social media, where we will introduce as well the affiliate, as you just mentioned. Thank you.
Very interesting. So I just want to follow up on that one. So where are you right now? You're going live in Ohio. Is this the first MVP that's going live?
Exactly. That's our first MVP that is going live.
So there aren't currently any users on it. This is now being launched within the region.
Yes, this week actually.
Clear.
Thank you.
Why the US and why Ohio specifically?
They have reached to us. We didn't go to US. They actually found us. The owner of the poker club found me on LinkedIn and approached for a cooperation. And we are now also negotiating with casinos in Athens and in Greece, and also with Melco.
So basically the casinos and the poker clubs would become your way of finding the customers to attract them to your platform? Or are you going to a marketing strategy that is directed to the final consumer?
So basically, there is 2 ways to approach the customers. One is the casinos and poker clubs, and the other one is through social media that we will have. But our main advantage is that once we form a partnership with a casino or a poker club, then it's a mouth-to-mouth advertisement because players play around the table. and they will need to scan a QR code in order to confirm their receival of seed. So once this traction starts ongoing, then players will start chit-chatting between them. What's this? How did you come with this? And how did you manage to register before you come to the land-based casino?
And along these lines, the tool as it is right now, the mobile app, how is it monetized? How do you monetize this?
Right. Great question. Thank you. Basically, we have as a starting point a freemium version for both types of customers, casinos and the poker players. And then we are planning to launch our premium product, which offers more services for the players and for the casinos. And we will charge a standard subscription fee for the players. And for the casinos, depending on volumes of customers that we bring in, and et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be different differentiation on the packages.
What if you spin a bit your product, and basically the way you described it, it reminded me the SaaS solutions for event organizing, or I don't know, booking or online menus during COVID, essentially. So it's a similar business model. So
spot on.
You have infinite ways of make new revenue streams, advertisements, all these things. What if you keep it free for the clients, the users? I mean.
We will keep it for. We will have a constantly freemium version where the players can claim their priority seat and find all about games, and also navigate through the Pokerload web page, social media web page. But like other facilities, like getting loyalty points from the casinos and claim them to cross-sell other luxury services of the casinos, like bar, restaurants, taxis, and all this kind of stuff, they won't be able to have it. Or let's say to actually book their seat for an hour, also they won't be able to have it. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you very much, Andreas.
Thank you, thank you.
Round of applause, thank you very much. Pokerload, everyone. So I have been told that VGM Corp is in the house. Can I have you on stage, please? So good afternoon and welcome. What is your name, please?
I'm Elena.
Elena,
yes,
welcome,
and
Elena.
I'm very happy to introduce you, VGM Affiliates today.
You ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
Yes.
Let the timer start.
Okay. Who we are today? VGM Affiliates is the in-house developed system for affiliates used by 5 brands and with 3 million GGR supported monthly. What we discovered? We discovered that all iGaming operators have the same problem. It's very hard to find the one solution, one system for multiple platform operators to centralize tracking traffic. When you are going to capture the new geo, or you would like to launch the new brand, it's critical to define, to identify the true value for traffic, for your business model, before the investment. And both for iGaming operators, for reputable affiliate partners, it becomes a critical concern to be defended from the fraud traffic, because it impacts performance and influence the result of business. Of course, there are some systems to be defended from the fraud traffic, but all this solution is third-party solutions. And it produces additional costs. It takes time for integration. And we came up with a solution. We are going to redefine the affiliate management by offering the new approach. We are going to make the new system, the new ecosystem for affiliates and for operators, and it will include the AI and ML-based detection mechanism to define and identify and to flag the different patterns of fraud, to defend the operators and to exclude these fraudulent affiliates from the business. It's the one solution for different, it's compatible for multi-platform operators for centralized tracking. And we use the predictive analysis with all data of our ecosystem to define the true value for our affiliates. And we are going to do all this for 6 months after we start. We make research for the market, and we know that VGM poised to capture a substantial share of this unserved market because there is no such decision all in one system. Our financial projections is very big, and we want to grow from 10 operators for the first year to 150 operators for 3 years.
Thank you very, very much. A round of applause for this pitch.
I like my product, so I would like to tell you more and more about it.
Let's hope you can elaborate more now with the judges' questions.
Yeah,
judges, let's go.
I would love to jump in on this one because you spoke about We Will. How ready is the actual affiliate software?
We have our own in-house developed system for affiliate, for partners, for track out traffic. I mentioned it, that we have 5 brands. Which is operated by our system. And so we want to move on. We want to make new step. We want to be the next generation for affiliate partners and for gaming. So we try to find this solution on the market that I told you about, but we couldn't. So we decided to make this new step by our own.
So the product is not yet being sold as a third-party product?
Yeah, we make only research. So we make research. We check some AI anti-fraud system which are on the market now. We checked our competitors. We checked, all of them. We can find them in our SiGMA conference. So we would like to... we already ready to make this step because we have all opportunities what we want to include, want to offer.
Clear, but the software is not ready because the fundamental difference from my understanding here is that you guys had your own platform. It's currently directly integrated into your platform and you want to segregate the affiliate portion of your platform and sell it as a third-party tool. How long do you think from today it will take for you to release
6 months.
6 months?
We are expecting, 6 months. And we are seeking the investment to make this faster, to make the development faster, because that's a big part of the project. AI and ML system is the biggest part of these 6 months.
And how much investment do you foresee to separate this product from your main platform? How much investment for your product to go live?
We are seeking 500,000 euros.
Why, from what I understood, this is like an in-house corporate initiative that you're launching a new brand or a new product or so. Why are you not using in-house resources?
We use our in-house resources, but we would like to make the new product which will offer 3 options in one. Anti-fraud system and also anti-fraud system for detecting the fraudulent traffic and with different patterns, and you know that it's growing and it's developing every day. They use new and new schemes in this in affiliate, and it's very important to reduce this part in the business. And also we would like to make one platform. You know that a lot of operators nowadays buy small businesses which is operating with different platforms. And it's very difficult to integrate them when you have in-house decision because they have different format and so on.
Not even saying the technical part, I'm saying why you're raising outside money. If you can build it on your own, build some traction on top of it, using your own resources, and then go to the market in a way better condition than asking for $500,000 for a product that is not yet ready. That's what my question.
Could you repeat, please? Because I'm nervous a little bit.
Sorry. was why are you not using resources, in-house resources?
Yeah, we use it, but
so
we would
raising
we would like to get it to make this decision faster. Because if we have our own roadmap, I have to speak about technical details because we have our own roadmap for our platform, and it's, I think, uploaded now. And to make this faster, to make this solution, the release of this solution faster, and we are going to use investment, and that's all.
Sorry, out of curiosity, you've got a platform. I completely understand that if you've got a roadmap, you can't pull developers off this. But if you're looking to raise 500 to separate this product, so you would have an affiliate software, separate it from your platform.
Yes, separate it, yeah.
What portion are you looking to give away in equity for this 500,000 euros? How much would the investor own?
I got it, but I think that we can be very flexible because we are a startup and we can discuss the share between us.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Another round of applause. Our very last pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, nerves are really at an all-time high. So I'd like another round of applause for all our startups today. Thank you very much. So we will now start the voting, after which the votes will be counted and the winner will be announced. So, judges, let's start by Max. What are your impressions of the startup pitch?
Well, it's my first startup pitch, and I really enjoyed all the presentation. I wish I could have asked more questions. And yeah, that's it.
Brilliant. Oliver, your impressions?
I'm going to be clear on having done the startup pitch probably in the last 4 or 5. The caliber of businesses today is really, really good. I'm just going to throw that out there. Everybody had a clear direction. It all made sense to what we are trying to achieve. Very interesting businesses. I think some of them have very tough competition out there, but most of the businesses here are really on par to what this event is about. So my feedback on the companies presented today is really, really good. I'm quite impressed.
I could not agree more. Vinícius?
Same. I think the caliber of the startups really good. Also the presenters, I think everyone was relaxed. They're very different from some of the other pitch competitions that I've seen. There is some tension in the air. I think here everyone was able to speak freely, answer the questions. Maybe as a suggestion, maybe add a couple of more minutes of questions. I think it would be very valid.
You say another minute. Shall we make it 4 this time?
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Andreas.
Hello, thank you. Actually, I will second what Vinny just said. I think 1 more minute will be much better. So hopefully next time they have 4 minutes to present. Obviously, the startups needs to stick at the time. Yes. Thank you very much for preparing for today. Good luck to everybody. Best of luck what you're doing. Actually, I really like how the whole thing has been organized this year. I remember last time in Dubai, yes, it was a bit of a small chaos there. So it was very difficult for the startups as well. So I will second having, a smaller audience, I think. But I think it was really successful this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Andreas. Jakub.
Yeah. That was my first pitch competition, and I think companies done pretty well. Yeah, there was a lot of tough questions. I think not enough time to answer. Yeah, that's it. Great job, guys.
Do you feel as though you got a very good understanding of what was pitched? Do you think it was delivered on a timely manner? How do you find it as your first time on this panel?
It was not a lot of time to present for the companies. I think maybe 5 minutes would be better.
Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. Vinícius?
I was just going to say that I was also very happy and pleased to see local startups that are based in Cyprus coming to the stage and presenting very interesting ideas. So.
And for that, another round of applause for the Cypriots that were here today. Thank you very, very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm guessing I should be receiving some results. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up to accept this award, Pokerload. Congratulations, congratulations. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Hold it up and proud. Well, very, very, very well deserved. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
So, many thanks for the award. I'm pretty sure that everybody deserves everything in this room. I mean, we need to keep trying, and it is an honor for me to receive this award. It's been 2 years already we're trying this hard, and finally we got, let's say, what we deserve. So, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the startups will do it, and keep trying, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations.